Hello, everybody. My name is Chris Wood. I am 52 years old, and I am a 5-year revenge retaliation full physical identity theft victim. Compliments of Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. Compliments of Lennox and Addington County General Hospital doctors. Compliments of the Justice of the Peace, 2 mental health workers, and their accomplices. Organized trafficking, framing, sex slavery, tortures, full physical identity theft, full physical identity changes, lies, time buying, cover ups, arrest refusals, false arrests, kidnapping, sex assaults, sex slavery trafficking cops, guilty of murder with intent to commit for revenge retaliation. XOPP Chief, year 2019, drove a white Jeep Wrangler. Staff Sergeant, years 2019, 2021, kidnapping and sodomy sex assault. Shannon Cork, Constable Ward. Dave Weiss, Robert Lucas. Shannon Cork. Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Huffner. The Justice of the Peace, Dr. Tatiana V, aka or Dr. Margie V, aka Tatiana V, name and file falsifier, medical blacklister, guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit and cover up. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, ex-CEO Covey Duck, and Patient Relations Brown. Bill Woldridge, a.k.a. Robert Cross, 149 Centre Street North, Napanee, Ontario, Canada, alleged Hells Angels Ontario chapter captain, a pedophile, sex slavery trafficker who is guilty of stalking and murdering my mother in 2020, along with a Blair Gerbler Hardy who is guilty of financial thefts and frauds, welfare, disability, pension, old age frauds, bank frauds, stalking, meth trafficking, overdose murders, identity theft, brain injuring, torture, crimes on me, and attempted murder. Jason Gimpy, two-step Van Alstyne, identity theft with the intent to commit identity, insurance, and disability fraud. Bert the Hitman Hustler, guilty of identity theft, attempted murder. Robert Berry, guilty of torture, sex slavery, attempted murder with intent to commit. He is a truck driver, a sex slavery trafficker, and a possible serial killer. There is a Raymond LeBlanc, who is a child groomer, who is guilty of criminal stalking, tortures, and attempted murder, and also killing my dog in 2023 with a Tyler Teabag Lake, who is a meth head. Robert Kane, rat informant, who is guilty of torture, being involved with my identity theft, identity changes that have physically happened to me, and attempted murder. Harry Hartwick, he is guilty of torture. He is guilty of being involved with brain injuring me. He is guilty of attempted murder. Dale Hartwick is guilty of attempted murder, identity theft with the intent to commit for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend. His boyfriend, Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns, who is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit, aiding his boyfriend. They are all sex slave traffickers. They are sex offenders. They are drug traffickers, heroin, fentanyl, meth, crack. And fentanyl are the ones that are overdosing people through it. The police having their victims medically blacklisted, stalking, lies, time buying, cover ups. Each and every one of these bastards are guilty of murders and attempted murders in Napanee. Time is bought, damage is done. I have no feeling in my fucking head. I have no feeling in the right side of my body. I've had serious deforming, serious mutilations done to me while not being able to get any help, while being completely and physically changed. How OPP are trafficking, framing, and murdering, having victims medically blacklisted, using their lies, their time buying, their cover ups, their arrest refusals, their extortion, and everything else they need to assure that they get away with their crimes. Serial killer Spencer Mills 14716, Robert Kane 7224, drug cop, and each and every one of these pieces of shit are drug traffickers with and for him. They are the ones that run the OPP drug supply. They are the ones that run the drug trafficking in Napanee with and for the cops. Blair Hardy, Bill Wooldridge, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Robert Barry, his possible son now involved, who is a baby beater who likes to beat babies. So yeah, they are all seriously sick sons of bitches, and they are all, each and every one of these lowlives are guilty of attempted murder, brain injuring me, the lies, the time buying, the cover-ups, arrest refusals, completely splitting my skull, completely splitting my brain, numbing me constantly on a daily basis while being brain injured, causing me serious memory loss in hopes to get away with what's been getting away with on me for the past 5 years, in hopes that OPP get away with their human trafficking, their sex slavery trafficking, having Bill Wooldridge or Bill Wooldridge, whatever the fuck his name is, Robert Cross, stalk and murder my mother, sex slavery trafficker with and for ex-OPP chief. He is a heroin addict. He likes to give blowjobs to 16, 17-year-old kids in his driveway, in public, in Napanee on Center Street at his address, because he's been seen and caught doing it, because he knows that the cops won't do nothing to him, because he owns them along with Blair Hardy. Time is bought, damage is done. You completely fucked me. One way or another, I am going to get criminal civil lawsuits. I have proof of all the fucking deforming that's taken place with me. When people are disappearing, it is through the police, it is through doctors, the justice of the peace, and it is through their accomplices. Families of murdered and missing, hate crimes going on with Lennox and Addington, Ontario provincial police, and multiple murders, and doctors are criminally involved at Lennox and Addington County General Hospital. Organized trafficking, sex slavery, sex assaults, false arrest, extortion, kidnapping, murders, drug overdoses, forced suicides, sex slavery, and a lot of cover-ups and time buying. Congratulations, OPP. Congratulations, Dale Hartwick, Harry Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Robert Barry, his boyfriend Robert, and the rest of the bastards involved. Why is that? Why should I take part in a religion? You tried. What makes you so sure that I'm not a spiritual person? My video paused. Uh-oh. I'm not an atheist. I never was. Is it still paused? Oh, I know jinn exists. I'm very well aware of jinn and what they are and what they're about. Yeah, there is a lot of very evil stuff happening. What makes you so sure that I don't know about it? I'm not a fucking Jew. So, well, sorry, but I'm not a Jew. I didn't mean to say I didn't mean to curse like that about him, but I'm not a Jew either. Thank you. And you as well. I appreciate that. So it keeps pausing. This video keeps pausing and reloading. Oh, great. I know because my computer and everything has been hacked, so I don't know what's going on. The screen froze. Thank you for telling me that. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about is trying to be blocked out. They have control. There's control over my Facebook. There's control over my TikTok, and they have control over my YouTube as well. And they also control my camera and my videos. They have full control over my phone. I can no longer use a phone to make phone calls. Even if I was in an emergency situation, which it wouldn't do me any good because the hospital would just tell me to fuck off and they'd laugh in my face. They've pretty much done it, so it would do me no good to even try to get to, even if I had a phone, it would do me no good to try to make phone calls to get help in any way because I'd just be told to fuck off. Yes, I know. It does happen. That's good. Keep uniting. You know the time is coming, and when it is, then rise up. I think we all are. By the way, good to meet you. Whereabouts are you chatting from anyway? Because myself, I'm in Ontario, Canada. Really? Cool. What part of Canada were you born in? Nice. Toronto. I've lived there. I'm actually a couple hours away from there, but I've lived in Toronto. I lived in a place called Rosedale. Yeah. While living in Toronto, I know there's many racist cops that definitely live there, and they are very seriously corrupt and dangerous. That's for damn sure. Since birth. People are being targeted actually for their bloodlines too. You're right. This is very true. Luckier than most. Okay, thank you. It was good talking to you, and I appreciate you popping on. I hope to talk to you again soon. Have yourself a good day or night, whatever time it is there. I know about Islam. We'll discuss that another time, possibly, what I do and don't know. But we'll definitely discuss it if you want to another time. Okay. I hope so. I'm always willing to learn. Thank you. Take care of yourself too. As I'm sitting here right now, the whole right side of my head, I know this is backwards, but this side of my head and my face is completely and totally numb from being deformed, especially over the last couple hours. I have absolutely no feeling in my head whatsoever. Luckily, there is nothing I can do about what has taken place with me. Luckily, I cannot get legal, medical, or any other help. Damage is done. I'm going to say this before I sign off. Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, no threat in any way, shape, or form, but to the cops involved. For what you've done to me, for what you've done to others, I will have you arrested and charged, and I will see you in prison for being the criminal murderers that you truly, truly are. The doctors that are involved, I am going to see you one way or another lose your jobs. I'm going to see you locked up in prison for what you are guilty of and the crimes that you are committing with criminal negligence and intent and having it covered up. Bill Waldridge, Robert Cross, whatever the fuck your name is, Blair Hardy, I'm going to have you arrested and charged one way or another for the stalking, torture, murder of my mother in 2020, done through possibly Harry Hartwick, who is running this show through OPP on orders from Spencer Mills and Stacy, the mental health worker. My mother was stalked and murdered through these bastards in 2020. Two of my dogs were killed. Reason I spoke OPP crimes, the human trafficking, homeless exploitation for monetary gain. As a result, the injuring, the torturing, the lies, the time buying, the cover ups, the arrest refusals, I exposed their human trafficking and their homeless exploitation for monetary gain out of a place called the Morning Star Mission, where they are possibly money laundering as well. As a result, I now am a full physical identity theft, full physical identity change victim from these bastards. When people are disappearing, when the murdered and missing is happening, it is through the police. Congratulations, because I now look a lot like one Dale Hartwick, one Robert Berry, a cross between them, Tyler Lake, and a lot of these other fuckers. And it can be proven. Luckily, I do not have $22,000 to have anybody arrested. You cast your lies about me. You kept me from medical help. You falsely arrest me to fuck me over even more to prevent me help while you're doing this. I'm not taking a fall for anybody that's involved with OPP, for any doctors or any of your low-life pieces of shit who are involved. Dale Hartwick committing fucking murder for drop charges. You are a piece of shit, meth head, low-life bastard is what you are. Along with Harry Hartwick, child grooming, low-life bastard as well. Look what the fuck you done to me, completely and totally changing me to look like you lowlives. Tony Hearns, you redheaded bastard, lowlife fucking Axl Rose wannabe piece of shit. Jason Gimpy, two-step Van Alstyne wannabe. You crackhead fucking obsessed garbage is what you are. You're lucky I cannot get arrested. My identity theft is done. I now look like an inbred piece of shit who is actually younger than me. You're pure fucking filth, OPP, and your accomplices are fucking filth as well. You are lowlife, killing, kidnapping, sex offending, fucking garbage terrorist is what you are. You're lucky that no cops or anybody else can actually be arrested for crimes anymore, that you are all above the fucking law. Dale Hartwick, for what you've done to me, for my identity theft, I'm gonna have you charged. And I hope you rot in hell. And fucking, I know you got cirrhosis of the liver and you're already dying, so you don't give two shits about what kind of life you take. But one way or another, I hope you rot in fucking prison, you bastard. And I didn't get on here to curse and swear or anything like that, but this is what happens when you speak OPP crimes. Expect your family to be killed, expect your bloodline to be ended, and they will get away with it. But one way or another, Hartwick and the rest of these cocksuckers, I am not taking a fall for any of you bastards or for OPP. You are terrorists.